At the PAP's first rally at Hougang Stadium on Sunday, Deputy Prime Minister Teo Chee Hean attacked opposition Workers' Party for changing their stance on various national issues.
But even the Workers' Party, when it honestly confronts the issues we face, not just wild talk on a rally stage, but when it honestly confronts the issues we have to face, has changed its previous positions and come out with solutions that are not so different from what the PAP is proposing. The WP had previously argued for less foreign workers, but in the budget debate in Parliament, it changed its mind. The WP now says that we should not reduce foreign workers in several major sectors, major industries. I don't know what they're saying in their rallies, but I hope that they are not changing their minds again. On ministerial salaries, they spoke loudly and fiercely, hammering the PAP and the ministers at election rallies just 1 year ago. But in Parliament this year, quietly they abandoned their position. They gave up their previous drastic proposals, didn't explain why. Their top two leaders remained totally silent throughout the Parliament debate. Maybe they were too embarrassed because of the complete U-turn from where they were before. And instead, the WP endorsed the same key principles as the review committee and came up with a proposal which was very similar. I hope they don't change their mind again. When it came to voting for this year's budget, the WP MPs voted aye. That means yes. They voted for this year's budget. They agreed with the budget and the measures and programs. But now on the rally stage, they're posturing, making criticisms. Are they changing their tune again, doing the twist, playing their guitars and singing songs which will give them the most appeal to the audience?
DPM Teo also criticised the Workers' Party for its handling of the Yao Shin-leong saga. Yao, the former MP for Hougang, was expelled from WP after allegations of an extramarital affair were made public.
The WP says that they made a brave move to sack Mr. Yao. But look at what actually happened. The WP remained totally silent for a long time when the public was asking questions. For a few weeks, it seemed to be that the only thing that they were able to say was, no comment. And this went on for several weeks. When Mr. Yao resigned from the WP CEC, the WP party chairman, Ms. Lim, said that the WP would continue to support Mr. Yao's work as an MP. That's what the chairman of the WP said when he resigned from the Central Executive Committee. And here in Hougang, at the Chinese New Year dinner last year, the whole WP leadership turned up to give their support to Mr. Yao and to show that everything is all right. The photos showed them toasting and shouting something together. I don't know what they were shouting together when they were toasting. Maybe you can guess. What do you think they were shouting? Yam Seng? I think maybe they were shouting Huada together with Mr. Yao. So next time when they shout Huada, just remember who was in that photo during Chinese New Year here in Hougang together. So 下一次他们喊大声喊Huada，你们要记得新年晚宴，工人党的晚宴，他们一起跟饶兴龙一起喊Huada，大声。所以下一次他们喊Huada，你要记得新年晚宴，他们是跟谁一起换。But just 4 days after shouting Huada, as public pressure mounted and they were unable to keep quiet anymore, then they sacked him. It's not whether there are bad apples in a political party or so. There are bound to be some. But it's how you deal with it, whether you deal with it decisively, openly, transparently, or whether you keep quiet until you have no choice but to admit it. and then reluctantly you sack him.
DPM Teo then questioned what the Workers' Party has done for Hougang, despite holding power there for more than 20 years. He then listed the programs the government has put in place to address national issues like helping low-income workers and improving public transport.
Incomes and cost of living are a concern. The Workfare Income Supplement introduced in 2008 benefits 400,000 Singaporeans every year. 400,000 Singaporeans. And they can receive up to $2,800 per year through WIS, amounting to 25% of their salary. And many here living in Hougang benefit from this. Medifund assists 480,000 Singaporean cases a year, especially lower income and older Singaporeans. And from this year, government has made GST rebates, MediSave top-ups and Utilities Save permanent schemes. A lower income elderly household can receive more than $1,000 each year from this permanent GST voucher scheme to help with cost of living, medical costs and utilities bills. Public transport. To improve public transport, we are opening one new section of MRT every year for the next 5 years. We have added more trains and are adding 800 buses to the fleet. This is not just talk, but real, concrete things that we are doing to try to make life better for Singaporeans and to cushion some of the effects of the economic turmoil happening in the world.
DPM Teo also emphasised that the Hougang by-election was about picking the best man for the job of Hougang MP. For more on the by-election, check out our other clips.